Good morning. It is the Going on Daily Live morning show. I'm just laughing because when something goes, I mean, if it's possible for something to go wrong, it does. Again, this is going to be now my second show in a row where I cannot see the chat, so it's just constantly loading and loading and loading and loading. So I will have to refresh at some point, but I'm glad everybody is here to watch the show because it's going to be a great show. Um, I got, I got, I got some topics today, and
Yeah.
uh, and I know we're gonna have some great conversation. And I'm curious onto seeing what yours is about. Um,
Mysterious. It's mysterious.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
especially that first one. You're gonna love the graphics on that first one.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
I love it because it's the first thing I thought of once I knew your topic, and I don't want to spoil it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm your host Ron, and I've got Kyle here with me. In case you did not know who we are, but our names are like right there and there.
That way I can remember. I can remember what my name is. It's for
Yes,
my
yes.
benefit. It's for my benefit.
All right, we're gonna go right into this because I know when we get talking, we can talk.
Yeah.
So we
Which is
have
good.
some good conversations. So I want to get right into this first topic, the rebel,
Ooh.
and I had to do it. I had to put Billy.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
had to
yeah.
put Billy.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is about, but I got Billy there.
So this one it's a little lighter. And as a rebel myself, um, it's pretty awesome. I love talking about this. Um, so I took a quiz a long time. I don't even remember how long ago, and it's called the Four Tendencies, and it's from Gretchen Rubin. And so all credit to her. I don't, it's not my deal, but I loved it. Was there? There were so many insights gained from taking this quiz, and so the basics. So I'm a rebel, according to the quiz, which was very helpful for me to understand. And there are four different tendencies that different people have, and so there is and I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on this. I know as much as I know about it, and I thought it was exciting and useful, and I send the quiz to all kinds of people. But anyway, so there is the questioner, there is the rebel, obviously. There's the upholder, and then there is the obliger, and so we'll get into that and go with the obliger first, and the way that they look at how all of this works is whether or not we respond to inner or outer expectations, and that's kind of a lot of what this is all based on. So if you're an obliger, then you don't really respond well to inner expectation, but you respond to outer expectation. So some of this looks like people pleasing a little bit, but it's like I can't get myself to go to the gym if I want to go to the gym. But now if I have a friend or someone who's expecting me to go to the gym and they say, "Oh yeah, I'll meet you there," those people respond really well to, they can get themselves to go do whatever thing it is. And it definitely, there's an aspect of people pleasing in there,
Yeah,
which shows up, but they respond really well to expectations from other people or other things. And I think it's a neat thing to understand all the different, and I don't necessarily put a ton of weight on all of this, but it gives you more insight into yourself. which I love things like that. More ways for us to understand how we behave and why we behave the way that we behave and all of those things. So, so the next one is the upholder, and those are the people I've always joked, those are the people that we all hate, we all love to hate, because they just decide, oh, I'm gonna start going to the gym, and then they just go to the gym. It's just no big deal, and they just start doing it. Oh, I'm gonna do this diet, and then they're just on it, and there's no issues. They cut out whatever things they just decide that they're gonna go do something, and then they just go take care of it like it's no big deal, and they respond to inner and outer expectations. So the internal, I'm going to start going to the gym, and then they just do it, and there's no resistance, there's no struggle. They just decide that's what they're going to do, and then they go do that. And then as well, they also respond to outer expectations. So these are people that are on time. They're yeah, lots of things like that, but they just go get things done, and so they respond to the outer expectations as well. So hey, you want to meet me at the gym, and they're absolutely there. They'll go, but they have the inner dialogue that they listen to as well.
So
And
why don't we like them?
because because with all the rest of us that struggle with getting things done, or going and doing things, or all of that, they just, it
They
seems
just do it.
effortless. Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems effortless to them. They're like, oh, yeah, I'll go do this, and then they just change whatever it is, and they go get it done, and like it's no big deal. Oh, well, of course, yeah, I'll just start doing this now. I'm going to be on this diet now, and they don't struggle with it. They just go and handle it. And that, it's frustrating for some of the rest of us who struggle and
Yeah,
fight with
I
ourselves.
can
And
understand that. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, okay, knowing the first two, where I'm going to fit in all of this,
yeah,
because I think I
yeah,
do a lot of the first two already.
okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
So
So
I'm gonna be a little confused because I know there's gonna be others that I'm, part of as well.
yeah, yeah, and anybody can go take the quiz. It's free. It's online. If you just search the Four Tendencies quiz, then you can jump on and take the quiz. I don't remember how many questions it is, but it's not super hard, to go through it, and then they give you the results. Um, but so the next one is the questioner, and the questioner is um, this is the person that they're not going to do it until they've asked you 47 questions, or maybe 47,000. And and so they just seem really annoying sometimes, because they want to ask all the questions about all the things, and then they continue asking questions until it makes sense to them. And if it makes sense to them, then they'll just go do it, unless they do not respect the person that is asking them to go do something. And it's the same for them
Mm.
internally too. So they
That's
will.
when you know someone, right? If you know a questioner and then they don't do what they're going to tell you that to do, so it's all a matter of respect there.
So respect is a huge deal with them. And
Mm.
so yeah, so if they don't respect you, then they're not doing it, whether it makes sense or not. They might not do it
Okay.
because they don't respect you. And so but they do that with their
Good to
internal
know.
internal dialogue as well. So they have to ask themselves 47 questions, or 47,000, in order to gain the understanding of if it makes sense or not. And if it makes sense, then I'll go do it, and if it doesn't, then I'm not. And and so that's the questioner. And these are all rough rundowns, and I I could be off on some of these things. Who knows? You know, call me out if you know. But the rebel is I love, yeah, I love the rebel. I'm a rebel for sure. And the rebel does not respond to inner or outer expectations. So you can't tell me what to do, and I can't tell me what to do. And so that, you know, and so this is, you know, hey, can you go get this thing? Can you go do this? Can you go get this thing done? Can we go to the gym? You know, probably not. No, no. Um, and then when with the internal dialogue with ourselves, then okay, I want to start doing this. I want to go on this diet. I want to do this thing, whatever it is. And the response is no, you can't tell me what to do. So they have the internal dialogue that they fight with, and then they fight with the external dialogue as well. And so it's very hard to get them to go do whatever things it is.
So what happens if you're part of 3 of these?
You're probably, I mean, I think there's probably a little bit of mix maybe, and I could be off on that, but I am totally curious as to which tendency, you know, you fall into. If you go take the quiz and then we can share later. It will be
I'm
exciting.
curious as well because, you know, I definitely don't find myself as a questioner. You know, unless, of course, you don't respect the person, then I can understand that because you're questioning them. You know, it's like, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to go with you?
Yeah.
So I can understand everybody having a little bit of part of everything. You know,
so and then I have to add on with the with the rebel, the way that they really accomplish things is they make that a part of their identity. So it's a part of who they are. So I'm a very helpful person. I'm you know, I'm supportive. I do a lot of those things, and it's a part of my identity as who I am. And so one part of my identity, which I had a lot of work to get through this, but I was not on time because you can't tell me to be on time, and all of those things. And so I did a lot of work to make it a part of my identity that I'm on time. Of course I'm on time. And but telling myself to be on time or forcing the earlier alarms, all of those things, none of that stuff worked.
So basically Gandalf is a rebel. Because remember in Lord of the Rings when Frodo jumps on his wagon and they talk and Frodo tells him, "You're late." And then Gandalf says, "A wizard arrives just as he, goes on and says that he arrives when he's supposed to arrive, and that's when he arrives. So he's never late."
Very, very possibly. Very possibly. Yeah.
So he might be a rebel.
Yeah. Definitely. And the other thing which I didn't mention with the obliger, because there are so many people that are obligers, and then all of a sudden they're resisting, doing whatever thing it is, so they'll respond to, okay, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do this, all of these things that other people ask me to do, and I go do those things. And at a certain point, there is the rebellion of the obliger. So they only go so far and get pushed so far, and then they go into an obliger rebellion. So it's,
and they get tired of it.
Yeah, get tired of it. And so then they kind of, and it's like, oh no, I'm a rebel, but it's just an obliger rebellion, really, rather than being overall a rebel. So
Right.
so anyway, it's curious. I love all the different quizzes and everything that I can take, and I take a little bit from all of those things. And yeah, just love them for more insight into myself and understanding me. But yeah, I don't put a lot of weight necessarily on that, but that helped with kind of thinking through a lot of things for me. So which one of the mild little description here that I've given, what are you thinking?
I'm probably leaning towards a rebel.
Okay. I mean, it's
You know,
possible.
I probably lean towards that way.
I mean, who else would be, on here doing radio shows and, and all of the things that you do. You got to do things your way, which I think anyway. I gather.
Yeah,
I'm assuming a little. I know we're not supposed to assume, but I'm speculating perhaps.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll see.
Anyway,
I'll take the quiz
yeah,
and I'll let you know.
yeah, exciting.
So, you know, get out if you're out there and you want to take that quiz. What is it? 4 tendencies quiz.
Yeah, 4 tendencies.
So take it
Yep.
and share your results.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to see
We'd
what
love
we
to
have
hear.
more watching.
Yeah, yeah. Who's watching? Who's watching? Is it the rebels that are watching? As
Yeah.
long as nobody tells them to.
Right. So I know I can't make you rebels do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine that we have to have more of the other things because the rebels just won't do it
Yeah,
because we're telling them to do it.
yeah, yeah. I think that's accurate. The obligers, you send them the link to watch it, and they're like, oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna watch it
Yeah.
because there's the
So
expectation.
so
Uh,
we'll see. We'll
yeah.
see. You know, I mean,
And the questioners aren't gonna watch it unless it makes sense. Does it make sense to? Does this make sense for
see
me
now
to
we might not
watch?
have anybody take the quiz. For all I know, I might not take the quiz.
That's which does that say that you're a rebel, or maybe you're having an obliger rebellion,
Maybe.
or maybe it doesn't make sense to you to take the quiz.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows? Wow. I could be questioning it in my head right now.
you could be. You could be. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's interesting too because I know some questionnaires and they are very annoying, and it's frustrating at times.
Oh, that's
So,
funny. Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, very frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see. People, if you're out there, try to do this. It's like an experiment, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you want to partake in this experiment,
You could if you wanted
please
to.
post your results.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We want to hear. The audience wants to hear. I mean, they want to
I know
know.
they do. I know
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
Well, I don't know if they do because I can't read the comments. So they may not care. I don't
That
know.
yeah.
I
mean
know there's
that
people
that
watching out there, so take the test.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
it. Do it
Either
now.
way,
What you looking for?
we all want to know what yours is.
I know. I know you do. I know. I'm a little afraid to find out what I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Be
That's
afraid.
that's probably a whole other
Yeah,
discussion.
the psychoanalysts out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be a therapist's dream to dissect the brain.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a coach, so it's
I
but
consider my head like a I don't know, like a carnival.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's all different kinds of things at the carnival that you can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's the fun house,
Mm.
and then there's also those, the weird things that are in there somewhere. You
Yeah.
don't know. There could be a horror theme in there somewhere too. I don't know.
I've eliminated most of those out of mine, I think, mostly.
I'm not sure I did.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing, right?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole nother thing. Oh my gosh. All right, so let me get my bearings here. You are watching us live on Kick, YouTube, and Rumble at Rhode Island Broadcasting. So if you're not on one, go to the other and subscribe there as well. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you click that little bell so you always know when we go live.
Mm-hmm.
You can also watch us live on Twitch at RI_broadcasting. So you can join the show with folks like, Chakra_power, who watches us regularly. And you can just join in on the action. You can donate bits, so that way it helps keep the show going, and that would make us all happy. It would keep all the hosts happy, and they keep coming back, right?
Absolutely.
So you can also watch the shows on U42 and Odyssey, and also listen on the podcast circuits, Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, and now iHeartRadio.
Oh,
We are on iHeartRadio.
Wow. We're a big deal. We're a big deal.
That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
That's pretty exciting.
And Red Circle, you can even give donations to support the show and keep us going.
Mm-hmm.
So try doing that. You can also follow the Going On Daily Morning Show on Facebook. So get on there and support the show. Share it out. Let's get that thing back to 10,000 folks.
Yeah.
That we got stripped away from us. We had a lot of people on there.
Mm-hmm.
So Facebook wasn't very kind to Rhode Island Broadcasting. So support the show on Facebook. You can also support the show at Rhode-IslandBroadcasting.net. Rhode-IslandBroadcasting.net. You can go there. You can see the latest episode. There'll be stuff as we add more content to the website. And you can also donate there to support the show. And if you're a business and you want to do that, you can do that just by going to Rhode-IslandBroadcasting.net. And you can, donate there. And, just let us know. And we can put your name up at the top in the banners or whatever. We can make special graphics for you and read your ads. So get on that. Sponsor the show. You can visit us on all of our social media, and there's so many of them, I can't even fit all of them down there. So you have the Twitter and X, Broadcasting RI. So get on there. That is, of course, going strong on that one. But there's also MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Space A. There's Parler, there's Gab, there's so many things. It makes my head spin. And of course, you can always support the show on Patreon at RI Broadcasting. And you can get great mugs like this one right here with the little thing. See, it's like right there.
That's awesome.
So do that. Support the show somehow, some way. I mean, just by sharing it helps.
A little bit of love, for sure.
So, share that YouTube video, that Rumble video. If, you go on to the Going On Daily Morning Show page and you share that out, it helps. So let's do that. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. Music notes.
It's very musical-ish. Yeah.
So I got the latest headlines and some music.
Ooh. Okay.
I figured it would, instead of music news, it should be notes.
Oh, yes. Yes. I mean, that makes sense.
It does
Makes
make sense.
sense. Yeah. Yeah.
So Steve Miller Band
Oh.
canceled their
Mm.
tour. They canceled everything.
Oh.
Um,
That's
I
heartbreaking.
think
Huh.
somebody's a little. I don't want to say paranoid. I mean, I understand looking at all the events out there, and you see, one thing after another, like the flooding in Texas.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
so they canceled their tour, and Steve Miller said, "You can blame it on the weather if you want, but I don't want to cause people any harm, and we are canceling the tour." With all this, the fires and the heat and all these other the flooding, he's attributing it to that, and that's why they are canceling their tour. Uh, I'm guessing most of the venues that they were scheduled for were all outdoor venues, including
Oh.
festivals and stuff like that.
Yep. Yep.
So he doesn't want to be responsible for, hurting people in case of a disaster striking.
Hmm. Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, do you buy that?
I try to reserve judgment, even though I can certainly feel some
Yeah.
judgment coming up in the thoughts there of, yeah, yeah. Uh, I mean, I get it in some aspects, but oh man, the whole tour, you know,
Yeah.
that's, I mean, I know one thing about the weather. One thing for sure, absolutely. There are 4 different seasons, and they change all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that's how the weather works.
I
Yeah.
mean, he had shows in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Alabama, California. So it was like all over the place.
I mean, I'm not necessarily as hurt by this, unless he was going to be in Idaho, and then I
He
would
might
have
have.
been a little extra disappointed because I don't know that I've seen Steve Miller Band. And as a Miller myself, which
Right.
I've never gotten any cash back on any of their, so I don't know if they're,
Yeah.
I should be getting royalties probably, I think so.
Yeah. He's got
maybe
your
that
name.
was maybe that was the thing. They didn't want to pay me any royalties, and so they canceled the tour.
Maybe that's what it is. That might be what it is. So if you had tickets, you will be refunded,
Hmm.
automatically. Um, See, I know he's old.
Mm. Hmm.
He's been around for a while. 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be health issues, and he just
Hmm.
doesn't want to release it to the public.
Yeah.
So either way, loved his music,
Hmm.
and it's too bad that he decided not to tour. Um, maybe go on indoor, you know.
Yeah. Indoor venues. Or you just cancel the one if you need to, if you have to, because
Yeah,
there's bad weather.
yeah. There's not a wildfire in New Jersey right now.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's hot,
Hmm. Yeah.
but your
I,
concert
I,
is at night,
which is less hot-ish, sort of, kind
right?
of. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could be concerned about his own health. I think that's more where it leans towards.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I can't say. can only go by what he says, and whatever his decision is, that's his
Mhm.
decision.
Mhm. Yeah, we can't do anything about it anyway.
No, no.
I mean,
Not like we can
maybe.
just say, all right, well, the Kyle Miller band is going to be playing instead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, get me set up on the tour. I'll go
There
play.
we go.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Elsewhere in Belgium,
Mm,
in Belgium, a fire at the Tomorrowland Electronic Dance Festival has severely
mm,
damaged the renowned main stage. And this happened yesterday, and it's only 2 days before it's supposed to start.
mm.
So there's now I saw the photo. Picture this picture a roller coaster. Like
Okay.
the old style wood roller coasters.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Say
Hmm.
you light it on fire, and
Oh,
after it's done burning, you have like this remaining skeleton like
uh-huh. Yeah,
structure,
yeah. Yep.
remaining.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this looked like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it
Mm-hmm.
all looked like. And they're saying that the show will go on as planned. And, the fire department over there is a little skeptical that this thing is safe to use. Like, I mean, there's like a lot of things that are up there that is now a skeletal
Mm-hmm.
structure.
Mm-hmm.
It can't possibly be safe.
Mm.
I don't know what they're thinking, but they're going on with the show as planned.
Well, and I was thinking, the irony of us talking about this is it's so Tomorrowland, I believe you said is
Yeah,
the venue, and uh
that's the
and
that's the festival. Now,
the
the
festival,
venue
the
is,
venue.
I believe, where is it? Where is the venue? The Orbis main stage area in Boom, Belgium. First of all,
Okay.
who names their town Boom?
Hmm. Yeah,
Can't
so
think
the
of that.
irony is that it happened yesterday, and
Yes,
and Tomorrowland is still going to happen, even though it burned yesterday.
yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know
yeah,
how they're
and
gonna
maybe.
pull this off. The only thing I can see, I mean, I know they expect 400,000 people.
Mm, tomorrow.
400,000. Now, I would guess that today they are cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't think they're just going to leave it there
Hmm.
and then
Yeah.
just make a stage. I don't know how they're going to make a stage this quick. I mean, I'm sure there's companies around the globe that can erect the stage,
Oh yeah.
because they do it for festivals all the time.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
got to be a company that can do that.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure they can do it, but they got to take all that stuff down because that is unsafe.
Or maybe they're just going to leave it. It'll be
They
fine.
could leave
We'll
it.
just leave it there.
I
We'll just leave it
wouldn't be
there.
surprised.
Just leave it. I mean, maybe they have different. They don't have to do that. They don't, if they don't have OSHA involved.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'd be a little concerned if, first of all, if they're using the same stage, I'd be a little concerned if I was one of the music acts.
Hmm.
I'm not
Hmm.
sure I would put my butt on a stage that just burnt.
Yeah. How many of us are you? So you think it's still structurally sound? How many of us can actually be on there before this thing goes down?
Right. I would
Yeah.
want them to walk an elephant over it just to make sure.
Mm.
Let's put an elephant on there, see if it holds it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just
Like,
saying.
why aren't you jumping around on your show like you normally do? I'm not
Right.
jumping on this stage. Mm-mm.
Right.
Nope. no,
Right.
not
You
jumping.
might want to consider wearing a harness of some sort and connecting it
Hmm.
somewhere
Hmm.
so that way you don't fall through.
Hmm. Hmm.
Those burnt timbers tend to give way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'd be an exciting show. Maybe that's what they're hoping for. You know, this is gonna be exciting. The stage goes down. Ooh, you ever see a band go down
Oh my
with
god.
the stage just
Hey,
like just like
it gives a
captains of boats? You know,
it gives a
captains
whole
of
new
boats.
meaning to stage fright.
Oh yes, yes. Mm,
You're
mm.
really scared of the stage.
Just wait. We have more dad jokes coming in hot.
That's right. Oh, see, hot.
Ooh, hot. Yes.
See? Uh, all right. So, and also in music notes, guess who turned 50 this month? Fleetwood Mac.
Wow.
Their album debuted in 1975.
Hmm.
They
50
are
years
50
old.
years old for a band.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. I mean, of everybody that's still around, anyway.
I think
Yeah.
who'd they lose? They lost Christy McVie
Yeah.
and the guy that nobody knows.
Hmm.
I think he was a bass player or something.
Oh.
I thought maybe he died. Not Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks, and Mick Fleetwood are all still there.
Mm-hmm.
There was another guy though.
Yeah. It's always. I mean, it's a bad deal for the bass players. You know, they're just not.
Unless
It's
you're
like,
Paul McCartney.
oh, yeah.
Not a bad
Yeah.
deal.
Well, I mean, Geddy Lee's. That's definitely. There's a few of the bass players, but
Yeah.
Les Claypool. Another. But all the rest of them, they're like, who's that guy?
Yeah,
Who's that
nobody
guy?
knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody knows.
no.
Oh man.
And I clearly said that by not knowing the other guy's name. He's just the other guy.
He's the other guy. The other one they don't have anymore.
50 years old. I mean, they have such great music. I love the
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was listening to them all morning.
Mm-hmm.
All morning.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on to heavy hiding.
Ooh.
Heavy hiding. I was
Heavy
going to put
hiding.
heavy hitting. I was thinking of the lawyer on TV.
Yeah. Heavy hit. Heavy
The
hitting.
heavy hitter.
Heavy hitter. I don't know that one. It's another reference. I
But
don't
this is
know.
a heavy hider.
Yeah, heavy hider. Yeah, yeah. So I have outed myself a few times. I spend a lot of time hiding, and so I'm
Like a turtle.
yeah, kind of for sure. Yeah, yeah. Maybe a little different, but kind of very similar. Yeah. So I realized, which actually is how I met you and came on the show and all of those things, because I was hiding in a lot of ways in my life and in my business, and I put out a lot of content. I put out videos every single day, reels all over the internet, and what I realized is that I was hiding. I was hiding behind my screens and not really putting myself out there, for my business, in my life, all of those things. And so realized that and worked on rectifying those things, and I've gotten out a lot, gotten on podcasts and all kinds of different things, and met you, and had the opportunity to
Yep.
come on the show here. So lots of good things. But then most recently, I realized that I was hiding from also getting out and riding. So I ride mountain bike and mountain unicycle and all of those things. And I was hiding from going and doing the things that I love. I was hiding in my business and behind the screen and getting out and doing networking events and all the different things that I do. But realizing how much I was still hiding. still hiding. It just transformed a little bit. It went from one thing to the other, which is all. I love all of this stuff because you increase, you continually increase your awareness, hopefully, with everything going on in your life. Um, and those were big realizations for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still okay. I'm still hiding in areas of my life, which and I hid for a long time in my life. That was a big thing that I did, as a truck driver, because I drove truck for 16 plus years, and it was a really good way to hide from the world and everything else. And yeah, so it's been this ever evolving thing, where I discover and root out the ways that I'm hiding, in different areas of my life.
Yeah.
Hiding from emotions, which a lot of it is that for most people. We don't go do the thing, not because we don't want to go do the thing, but because we're worried about whatever emotions we're going to feel if we go do the thing. And so it's easier to not go do the thing, even if we want to go do it, than to face and feel the emotions that we're going to feel in order
Right.
to go do that thing, which is really what I think most of all of this always comes around to, is all of our emotions. And I kind of talk about emotions a lot, but I think that is the big factor for
It
probably
is. It
everyone.
is. It all goes back to all those conversations that we've had and those emotions. You don't like if you enjoy doing something,
Yeah.
there could be, shame because not everybody likes doing that,
Hmm.
so they're like, oh, what is he doing? You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
it could be, just you don't
There's
want,
well, and
people
there's
to know your emotions.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
and
what
the
it really
other
comes down to.
yeah, the other aspect. So one of the things that I know is that I hadn't been out, gotten out on the trail and been riding. And so I had shame, of course, of the fact that I'm not getting out and riding. I'm doing something that I love. I love doing that. And I hadn't done it because, because I all the excuses and justifications and all of the things. But
Yeah.
I also had lots of shame around the fact that I haven't been getting out and doing something that I really actually love.
I mean, that's
And
how people, they don't want to go to the gym because of the embarrassment or whatever it
yeah,
is, I,
absolutely.
there's just so many different things,
Yep.
I don't want to go to the opening night of this movie because then I have to deal with people, and that is possibly an anger issue. You don't want to
Mhm.
get aggravated, annoyed, and upset because now
And
you have to deal with all these people.
and
There's so
simply
many.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
It almost always comes down to the emotion.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, working through, and I think the other part of this, which I try to talk about quite a bit, is, I mean, I'm a coach. I help people, with all kinds of things in their life, and I'm still working on my own stuff. Don't watch too closely. A lot of things that I say, I'm like, hey, by the way, you need this reminder today. Why'd you put out that video? Well, I needed the reminder. So I hope that it helped everyone else, but
Yeah,
I did that as a reminder to myself as well.
yeah. I do have my phone connected to YouTube right now, and
Oh,
Danny is
Danny.
out there in the
Good morning,
audience
Danny.
watching. He says, "Good morning, everyone." Good morning, Danny. Uh, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Thanks for
So
thanks for
we tried
joining
to
and
have
watching.
him. Yeah, we tried to have him on the show. We were gonna put the super fan Danny on the show
Mm,
on Monday. Was it
mm.
Monday? Tuesday. Tuesday. And we couldn't get connected, but we have since connected. And Danny, if you're out there, um, try to make it on Monday.
Ooh.
You gotta let me know if you can make it on Monday, so that way we can have you on the show Monday. Super fan. So it pays off to be a super fan because he's going to get on this show. He's going to get on the show. So Chuck can't be here on Monday. So we're moving Chuck to Tuesday, and everybody is going to be moving down a day.
Okay.
So just so we can have Danny on, so it'll be me, Becky, and Danny on Monday.
Oh.
And then it'll be me and Chuck, and then it will be
Becky
Darcy and Becky.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna try to put you and JJ next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love it.
So we're just slotting everybody a day later.
Yeah.
So Darcy will end up
send me the link, of course. Yeah, Danny says he can. So there you heard it here first. Danny's coming on the show.
Will be here, and I will send you that link in the morning on Monday. So
super excited.
All right, now that that's established,
yeah,
we're not hiding from Danny. That's for sure.
Yeah, no.
We're not hiding from Danny.
And we're not hiding today. We're right here.
Oh, it's right there. It's out there.
Yeah, we're right here.
Yeah. So look, there's so many things we talk about this, and people just need to be more secure in their own emotions.
Yeah. Without
it's
because
hard, I get it.
Well, and I think the biggest thing, because I should do this, or I should, all of those shoulds, those are all based in shame and judgment. And that it's never a long-term play to, we can shame ourselves or someone else into doing something temporarily, but it never works in the long term. In the long term, it always backfires and causes all kinds of issues. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. Yeah. Danny says I'm cool. So.
All right. So Danny, I'm glad you're here because I don't know if you know this music or not. Kyle?
Oh.
I know I mentioned them, right?
I know. I know. Oh, yes.
Great band.
Yeah.
Where is it? Here it is. Ron's top 5 Fleetwood Mac songs. I could not resist doing it on their 50th, year. I had to take care of Fleetwood Mac. I love the band. There's a lot of nostalgia with their music. I mean, I think of some of these songs, and I can go back to people in my life that some of these songs mean so much to me and about those people. So I know back in the day, way back, I had an ex-girlfriend that used to love Stevie Nicks. So Fleetwood Mac was part of the daily routines.
Yeah.
And they're a great band. They have great music. So I have their top 5 songs.
So JJ Redick getting fired. I was right, Ron. Last night they announced it online.
They fired JJ Redick?
JJ Redick.
Wow. You were right, Danny. You called that one.
Huh.
I did not expect that. I did not expect that. That's a big story for Laker fans. It's a big story.
Got it. Yeah, I'm out. It's another one. I'm like, who's JJ Redick?
Thank you though for that info, Danny. That's big news. We'll definitely be talking about that tomorrow on Sports Unfolded. So Danny, you got to show up for that so you can contribute. All right, so top 5 Fleetwood Mac songs. They have such great music. Landslide, Sarah, Gold Dust Woman, Songbird, another great song.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they all did not make my list.
Mm.
This is a tough list. You got to
Mm.
be. You got to be. It's
Mm.
tough. My honorable mentions:
Okay.
Big Love. I love that song. I don't know why. I just love the song.
Uh-huh.
Say You Love Me.
Mm. Yep.
And you say that you love me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't sound like them, so
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
Also, honorable mention, I have Hold Me. That was a
Mm.
song in the
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
Love the piano in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And Gypsy, of course.
Yep.
Stevie Nicks.
Yep.
Like that describes her. If there's ever a gypsy, it's Stevie Nicks. And of course, Little Lies,
Mm.
which is a great, big monster hit for them, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But my bubble song, which was number 6, it just missed. You
Mm.
Make Lovin' Fun. Love
Ooh.
that song.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Rob Palenka and Magic said nobody on the Lakers is
Isn't
safe
safe at
at
all.
all. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So he's a big Laker fan, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm getting that. I'm getting that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dallas Cowboys.
And Dallas
I mean,
Cowboys.
I'm making an assumption here, but
Yes.
just looking at his name on there.
Danny's Dallas Cowboys
Yeah.
Lakers. Let's go.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right. My
Okay.
top 5.
Okay.
Top
Let's
5.
hear it.
These are my favorite Fleetwood Mac songs.
Mm.
The best. And
Okay.
it should be everybody's best. Number 5, I have Don't Stop.
Mm.
Classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't
Yep.
stop.
Yep.
We'll soon be here.
That's
Love it.
pretty good. That's pretty good. You
Love
should
it.
cut that clip out and then and then put that one on all the social media. Just
Yeah,
that.
maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go back and I'll clip that, and I'll post that. I have no problem with that. Number 4,
Okay.
The Chain, which was
Mm.
the
Yep.
name of today's
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Love that song,
Mm.
and the top 4 for me, it was like swapping back and forth. At one point, I had The Chain number 1. And then I just like kind of jumbling them up. But these four songs are just right there. Number 3, I have Rhiannon. Another
Mm.
great one.
Yeah. Yeah. Another good one.
That's a good one. Number 2, I have Go Your Own Way.
Yeah.
And it's, to me, Go Your Own Way. I love to listen to it. It's got that
Mm-hmm.
upbeat, and
Yeah.
it's a great song.
Yeah.
That's
a rebel song. That's a rebel song.
Absolutely. It is. And I love listening to that song, but the number 1 song, it might not be as upbeat and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
get you
Mm-hmm.
going. But I think the lyrics and the music are just dynamite and superb.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's probably one of the best top 100 songs of all time.
Mm.
And that is Dreams. Thunder only happens when it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder only happens when it's raining.
So did I miss that? What was number 2?
Go Your Own Way.
I thought that was, I got lost in there. I thought that was
3.
number 3. Okay.
No, Rhiannon was number 3.
Rhiannon was number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyle, you're right. Danny, diehard fan of the Lakers and Dallas
Dallas
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Diehard.
Yeah.
Diehard.
Yeah. Right in his name on there. Yeah.
Yes,
I
and
get
the
it.
fact that he was predicting that the Lakers were going to win the championship and the Dallas Cowboys were going to win last year. So maybe he can enjoy that this next season. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe.
That was like a little poke there.
A little poke. It was
Just
a little poke.
a little poke.
A little poke. No, but it's like, I mean, every fan does the same thing. It's like you always find a reason why they can win the championship. I do it too. I do the same thing. I do it with my Bruins.
I mean, you want them to win. I mean, if you like them, if you love them, you want them to win. Of course.
That's right. And you always have hope until there's no hope.
Yeah. Well, and then you still have hope because you still like
once
them.
they're mathematically out of it, then there's no hope.
Yeah. Well, then you hope for the next one.
Well, yeah, you gotta hope for next year.
Yeah, there's still hope.
Oh, they're only one player away.
You will owe me, Ron. You will owe me big time.
Yeah, Danny. When that happens, I will owe you. When it happens. But I do have to stress: do not hold your breath waiting for it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, you're right, Ron.
We all do it. We all do it. Yeah, I'm a diehard Bruins, Celtics, Patriot, and even a Red Sox fan. I wish I was the general manager of all these teams because I would bring home championships. I'm just saying.
So I'm laughing here, thinking my rebel nature, is we're talking about sports, and I'm thinking, what is the most opposite thing that I could be enthusiastic about, in order to bring up here, and so the thought comes into my you're watching my mind here live stream, and the thought was like, maybe like polka music. What's the we're talking about sports, and I was like, maybe I could come in with a polka reference or something. That's the rebel.
Well, you can just talk about Home Alone with John Candy, the polka king.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. Little view into the wild mind of the rebel and how all of that works.
Yeah. So Danny's excited that there are 50 days away before Cowboys versus Eagles happen. So then we'll know exactly where you stand, Danny, and the season. That first game right there. That's the one. 50 days away. Cowboys, Eagles. If you get trounced by the Eagles, it's back to the drawing board again. Just saying.
We were talking about emotions earlier, and I'm betting that there's probably going to be emotions if that. I mean, either way, whoever wins. I mean, people are gonna have emotions about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that big time rivalry. Dallas and Philly, and there's going to be expressions made towards the other team that are not going to be very kind.
Yeah, lots of emotional outbursts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Danny, if you are on the losing side, just try to keep composed and not lash out at those Philadelphia fans trying to taunt and everything. I just don't want you to have any negative kind of I don't know,
when I was driving truck, somebody laugh or, make fun of me, joke with me, whatever. And I always said, it was like, no, truck drivers don't cry. We don't cry until we get back in the truck.
Yeah.
We get back
Yeah.
in the truck and then we cry.
Yeah, I was a Philadelphia fan for the Super Bowl
Mm,
because I did not want Kansas City Chiefs to win.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
We need, to slow those Chiefs down,
mm,
so that way he doesn't catch Tom.
mm,
We don't want Mahomes catching Tom Brady. We don't want that here in New England. So during the Super Bowl, it was all about the Philadelphia Eagles for me. Now,
mm,
with that being said, I don't want another repeat for Philly to win. But I also don't like Dallas Cowboys either.
mm.
you know? But if Kansas City makes it to the Super Bowl, no matter who the team is they're playing against, that's the team I'm going to be rooting for.
Mm. So Danny said, Ron, don't say that we have George Pickens from the Steelers and running back from the Longhorns.
He's predicting the Cowboys win that game by
Mm-hmm.
3.
Yeah. Cowboys 34, Eagles 31. The prediction is out there. You
Months
heard
in
it first
advance.
here. Yeah.
2 months in advance. Cannot wait. Cannot
Mm-hmm.
wait. Are they playing in Philadelphia? I believe they are.
Mm.
It's going to be a tough win if they do win. So, all right,
Mm.
Danny. Kyle, get another show.
Yeah, another show.
Another show in the books.
Very, very excellent.
This week has been an excellent week. If you missed any of the shows this week, go back and watch them.
Yeah.
Because this week has had the best shows. The best.
Until next week. Until next week.
Until next week.
Yeah.
Then they'll be great again.
Even better.
Of course,
Even
Danny
better.
will be on it. Superfan Dan. Ooh, Superfan Dan.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm expecting a Dallas Cowboys jersey, on you on Monday, Danny. I'm expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll wear my Patriots jersey.
Mm. That'll be good. Live.
Right, Danny? Dallas versus New England Patriots Super Bowl next year.
Mm. I gotta watch this like a movie, because I'm not. You guys are in the movie,
Yes.
I gotta watch. It's
Yes.
it's like
All
total entertainment for me.
So, Kyle, thank you so much again for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you to everyone out there.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Danny, thank you for commenting and everything, and all those that are watching right now. Thank you for watching. Throw some comments down. Don't be afraid to throw them down. We get you involved in the conversation. And those of you that are going to be watching the show between now and whenever, because this will be on YouTube forever.
Yeah.
Forever. And thank you so much. Throw some comments down, and we will see you tomorrow morning today's Thursday. We'll see you Saturday morning at 10 a.m. with Ira and Lana are going to be in the house, and they're going to be taking you through a great day of a show. And then Sunday, it'll be me and Kenny So stay tuned for those 2 days, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. if you're in Alberta. And what is it in Idaho? Is it 8?
8 a.m. Yep.
8
Yep.
a.m.
8 a.m. in Idaho, and which would be 7 on the coast.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Danny, 7
Yeah.
a.m. on the weekends. He wakes up early to view us.
Yeah.
So that's a super fan.
Thank you, Danny boy.
That's a super fan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so all
Love
you
it.
Idahoans, is it
Yeah.
Idahoans?
Yeah.
Idahos?
Idaho, 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 Idaho,
Idaho.
Idaho.
All
Yeah.
right. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you
Thanks,
next
guys.
time.